Hey guys, I had two pieces of concept art done. The first one was what the boss might look like on DLC 2, and that was the video that was previous to this. In this video, I wanted something created that could represent the next wonder weapon in the new Zombies map. And this has been based off the very little information that we do have about this gun, and it's also using some of the history from Treyarch and what they've done in the past with wonder weapons, and also the history of this island where we're going to be going to next. But that's what you're seeing being drawn in the background, and that is going to be Nikolai holding it when it's done. I've got that scene and also a side view of it so you guys can get a really good look at it. How this gun got inspired was that we found out that this new weapon was going to be called the Skull of Nan Sapwa. Nan Sapwa was really a god that the inhabitants of this island that were going to worshipped. He was pretty much like the main god for these people, and not only that, he was a thunder god. So that got me thinking about the thunder gun, and I was like, well, are they going to maybe make a better version of the thunder gun, or at least bring back that type of effect? When I thought about the thunder gun, I thought about how the upgraded version is called the Zeus Cannon, and I was like, you know what? Zeus is a god of thunder. And I started to think about how all these pieces of this big puzzle are starting to fit together really nicely. If you have a skull of a thunder god and then another wonder weapon that is like directly named after a thunder god, then you could only assume that it's gotta be a little similar. Unless Treyarch throws us a huge curveball and makes it absolutely like nothing what we're thinking, then yeah, I'll be surprised, but they have a huge opportunity to make something really incredible. And when I say incredible, I'm kind of biased because I really love the thunder gun, and to me, that gun needs to come back. It doesn't have to be identical, and I actually prefer it not to be identical. I want like a thunder gun 2.0, something that looks so badass. It's like a step up from the original thunder gun, but with like the same look and feel. Here's the final drawing showing Nikolai holding it, and this is just to give you an idea of like its size versus a player and how this thing might actually be held. I imagine this thing being held more at chest level if you're looking at the player third person. I know the thunder gun is on the player's shoulder, but in first person kind of looks like it's out in front of you. But yeah, this makes me think it'd be more like maybe the paralyzer or the minigun. Now if you check out the side of this gun, here is a drawing that's a little bit more detailed, and this is how I imagine the gun to be powered and the actual effects of it. So if you can imagine that you got your hands on this skull of a thunder god and you wanted to harness the power of it, and knowing how Element 115 can affect things, that's something you would probably use here. And that's the canister that you see on the back of the gun on the right. It's a lot like the grenade launcher that you see on the elbow of the Panzer. He's got like those liquid divinium or Element 115 canisters coming out the back that's powering it. Then the effect itself that's coming out of the skull, I'd like to see, yeah, the thunder gun effect, but then I'd like to have a little bit of like lightning, electricity mixed into it just to make it look a little bit more awesome. But yeah, this is my dream gun, and I would love to see this. It's probably not gonna happen, but if there's anything close to this, I'll be very happy. Let me know what you guys think about this. Stay tuned for the clip of the day, and we'll see you guys next video.